Hi, this is Trey Passer. Welcome to my review with no spoilers of The Umbrella Academy. I just got through watching it. I watched it kind of over 3 days, I guess. Uh, but anyway, this is a new series from Netflix. This is based on a Dark Horse comic, and this was actually a comic created by a musician. I think Chemical Romance. I forgot the guy's name, who was the front man for them, but he created this group and this comic that was based on Dark Horse Comics. Okay, so I never read it before, but anyway, this story is about a billionaire industrialist named Sir Reginald Hargreaves. In 1989, apparently 43 women gave birth in the same day when they previously weren't pregnant. His gave birth same day they were pregnant, and he manages to, you know, pay, I guess, buy seven of those kids. Okay, the other 36 they don't really explain what happened to them, but those are only seven that he was able to buy, and he takes them and basically raises them to he forms what you call the Umbrella Academy. That's what he names the group, because I think that was the name of the building that he bought. But he names them and he trains them. So he trains six of them as to be superheroes and stuff, and to save the world. Okay, and the one daughter he doesn't really train. He has her there, but uh, and I'll go into that later when I do a spoiler review of that. This review is just going to be with no spoilers in it, and I'll probably do a spoilers review and put it on my other channel. But anyway, it's about these seven kids that grow up, and he trains them to be superheroes and stuff. They're raised by a robot nanny, and I guess a monkey butler. Okay, and they grow up, but unfortunately, because of their different personalities and stuff, as they grow up, they kind of drift off and one by one go their own separate ways. Okay, and leave, and then they come back together upon the death of their adopted father, Reginald Hargreaves. Okay, and this story is basically about the aftermath of his death, and these different kids coming back together. And this movie is a miniseries, I guess you'd call it. It's 10 episodes. I found it extremely fascinating. I really enjoyed it a lot just because of the different personalities of the characters and all the stuff that involved. This is like a drama, sci-fi thing, action thing, comedy, drama. You had a little romance in there as well. This is, I think, one of the better Netflix shows at all. Like I said, I never heard of it before, Dark Horse Comics. Now, this actually makes me want to actually get those comics and read them because the story I found it endlessly fascinating. You have, it's like I said, it's seven of them. Ellen Page plays Vanya Hargreaves. You have Tom Hopper who plays Luther. You have David Castaneda. He plays Diego. You have Emma Raven Lampkin who plays Allison. You have Robert Sheehan who plays Claus, and you have Aiden Gallagher who plays number five, and you have I think there's one more kid that died. Oh yeah, Ben. There's a young that actually plays Ben Hargreaves, Justin H.M. who plays Ben. Okay, and again, their story is basically the aftermath of when they come together and get back to, and they're totally dysfunctional. Like I said, because of their different personalities and stuff, they don't always get along with each other. Like I said, Vanya is I guess she would be the oldest, I guess, and she's the only one that he kept isolated from the others, and she's kind of repressed, and she's like a violin teacher. You have Luther, who's supposed to be number one. He is basically he's the last one that stayed with the father, uh, and then you have Allison, who became a movie star, and then you have Luther Claus, excuse me, who became sort of a drug addict. Okay, and you have number five, who to me is the most interesting out of all of them, whose ability is to time travel. Okay, and again, what I like about the story is that the different personalities and you get to find out as we find out, all the things, and they have flashbacks, so we see how they were raised and how what their abilities are, and again, and then you have other characters into. Like I said, it has a mixture of sci-fi in there and action, drama, and it's the way they perfectly blend everything together. To me, it was just perfect. And I know some people think that it slows down, like it gets kind of in the middle, towards the middle, it kind of drags a little bit. I didn't find that at all. I enjoyed it all the way through. Okay, it was 10 episodes. and I found them fascinating. Again, these families totally dysfunctional. You know, sometimes they get along, but for the most part, they don't get along with each other. And like I said, they only come together when their father dies. You know, they're living their separate lives and stuff. And then, of course, there's an incident that happens that kind of draws them back together, and they have to try to stop it. And I thoroughly enjoy this a lot, and I can't wait for them to do another one. I heard they're supposed to be doing another one, so I can't wait to see that. And this one I thoroughly enjoyed. Again, I thought the actors and actors did a great job. Again, the actor who played number 5, the young actor Aidan Gallagher who played number 5, he was my favorite. And when I do my spoiler review, I'll reveal why exactly I think he was my favorite. I loved him. I love Ellen Page as Vanya Hargreaves again, and and Robert Sheehan as Claus. I thought was hilarious. And I did like the actor who played Diego as well. And then you have other side characters. You got Mary J. Blige in there, her and I think Cameron Britton. They play sort of these two characters that hang together. And I don't want to spoil their characters because that gets into spoilers. But I like those two characters together as well. And again, I really enjoyed this a lot. And I can't again wait for the inevitable sequel and see which way they're going to go with it, because I really enjoyed these characters and I enjoyed this mini series. I enjoyed it a lot, and definitely recommend it to anybody who wants to see it. Overall, I'm gonna give Umbrella Academy. I know, like I said, some people think it dragged towards the middle, but just before they get to the end. But I enjoyed it a lot, and I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot, and I can't wait for the inevitable sequel. And again, number 5, the actor who played number 5, I thought he was the most interesting character, and I liked the way the actor portrayed him, and the circumstances of his character I thought were great, and I absolutely, like I say, he's my favorite, and so I love that character, the actor and the character. Again, 8 out of 10 for me. Anyway, let me know what you think of the Umbrella Academy. What do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below, and if you like this review, please hit the subscribe button down below. I have links to my social media, my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram in the description box, as well as a link to my other channel, Paul Views and Opinions. Please check that out as well. And I'm going to do a spoiler review on that channel of the Umbrella Academy, where I can get into spoilers for this, so that way, and I'll probably record that after this, so that way I can probably try to upload those in the same day, and you can check them out and see my when I get into detail about the Umbrella Academy. Anyway, feel free to leave those comments down below, and this is Trey Pastor saying so long. Take care.